Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Outer Worlds 2. I finally got the Rift machine now, and then I finally start, well, I guess the secondary villain of the game. Now let's see what this guy says.
To soil my trousers violently, how concerned should I be about this whole Rift situation?
Did you need something? May the plan...
I wonder if this is where I find that one guy.
You go on ahead. I'm shilly-shallying about what to do. Came here because I heard Auntie's Choice was contracting. When I heard about the job...
Choose have identification. You're not a transfer or visiting Auntie's Choice employee. I'll need to check your current standing with corporate affairs. Oh, I didn't realize I was talking to such a big wheel. Alrighty. Really? You're the questionable sort who we do business with. But you're definitely not our best friend. You should probably... All it requires is allowing us to affix an Auntie's Choice holo advertorial inside your ship, so you can bear our messaging with pride and share it across Arcadia. Good question. There's only one choice. Auntie's Choice. Anecdotal feedback from paid experts shows it splendid. Enjoy your time on the ACS Undisputed Claim, the pride of Auntie's Choice Corp. From there,
Earth Directorate agents may accept freelance opportunities so long as they align with the priority mission.
Your new role as Site Sanitation Manager, Doc. Next, we have...
Oh, wait. Oh, let me try that again. I didn't know I was agreeing.
Spare me your sales pitch.
As your peerless leader, known for her
Maybe focus on self-bettering yourself.
the occasional...
Go on ahead. I'm shilly-shallying about what to do.
please have... You're not a transfer. Well... Here, all it requires is allowing us to affix an Auntie's Choice holo advertorial. Fine, go on in. We're used to questionable characters. Enjoy your time on. From there, make...
Earth Directorate agents may accept freelance opportunities so long as they...
How imaginative.
Wait, I'll load it in.
This area is for client intake specialists only. Though, I admire your go-where-I-want attitude.
Our tossball teams play for keeps. I witnessed no fewer than 6 critical blood force dramas in last week's contest between the Easy Heel Loafers and Spectrum Brand.
Oh, so I don't... So I...
Go consume like a good consumer.
Any day of the fiscal week, even with half our teams to backbench, they'd forfeit by minute time. It would be an particles. Imagine the ad windfall. Our analytic assets would achieve full profit potential as human billboards. Of course, I also join
You have questions? We have answers. And like what? Ask away. Definitely the best choice. You're not thinking of trying to go in anything else you need to know about this place? Well?
Anti-Cleos was specifically founded to fight what nature inflicts. To offer higher quality pharmaceuticals designed to be...
Consume in peace, and we won't have a problem.
...wants to kill you. Since then, our company has grown, evolved.
Control of personal belongings on the tram at all times.
What about goals? Yes, now we strive to... Unfettered free trade and self-betterment. The ACS Undisputed Claim is not only our corporate headquarters and flagship, it's the heart of our efforts to spread unbridled self-betterment and free trade across the galaxy. Our flagship also sports a bustling commercial promenade where you'll find a wide assortment of products, wares, and miscellaneous bric-a-brac from all Auntie's Choice departments.
And this month's winner of Hey, you traveling with anyone called Inez? I heard an Inez Silong was traveling with someone matching your description, but she ain't here. I do indeed. I was hired by a soldier named Ortiz to... Here, take this cartridge and deliver it to her. Couldn't tell you. The client...
Congratulations, Jeannie. You and your family win a full year's supply of Force Pockets for one low... What sort of reception do morally gray outsiders receive when they join up Auntie's Choice? Let's take a look.
Welcome, eager go-getter, daredevil, self-determinist, or hero of meritocracy, and Auntie's Choice's esteemed and valuable disposable agent. As Ida, you will live the life of an evocative allegory and thrill-seeking adventuress, and help bring Auntie Cleo's astonishing new conglomerate Auntie's Choice to Arcadia. Auntie's Choice delivers the unimaginable every day. So, as our Ida, you may envisage equitable profit.
I'm sure this is impressive to someone,
The best healthcare you're
but not me.
Plus, as part of Auntie's family, your purchases drive our perpetual growth.
How about I do my job and you there?
Yes, you! You feeling famished? Peckish? Hog the best.
To reception in the head office tower for details on this exciting
Knock off the funny business.
Move out of my way.
Yes, you! I'd recognize your kind anywhere. You're one of those folks that eats food. I've got chewing is for chumps and injecting is for idiots. Come ingest your nourishment the debonair way. By drinking
Afraid I'm not being paid to talk.
Oh, hey, think you dropped something?
Yeah, you dropped plenty of opportunists here, eager to take you for all you're worth. You're lucky I found this, thing you dropped.
What's that? Oh.
Auntie's Choice rehydrated water.
feeling queasy? Seeing spot made by the finest of Don't worry.
right up for the most we cure all physical ail. No, but the don't.
Why are you pestering me? Do I look like middle management?
Put it in the memo.
Ever miss a limited time offer and want working hard or hardly working? That's rhetorical.
I figured I might find the guy from the secret level. Amos, I think.
Purpleberry product samples! Purpleberry products! Complimentary Purpleberry comestibles!
Hey, go-getter. Get yourself over here. Look, I'll be direct. We've had our eye on you for some time. You possess, from the meekest flunky to the most milquetoast mermaid. There's two things We're working on a brand new set of advertisements and need your exact kind. Of course, you've got the stuff that can't be faked. Our listeners are step inside. He'll tell you how we do things, how we sell product, all headed.
Here for a recording session? Sorry, in the midst of composing my latest product-oriented
No autographs, I'm
dramatization.
afraid. Not outside of special appearances. Normally I would, but let's face me.
Yes? Can I help you?
That I did. This is Mid Tarkington, advertising copywriter extraordinaire.
Charmed. Yes, well, dive right in, shall we? To begin, allow me to share a bit on how we shape ideas. Part of we're a little. I'm who you want. And
Any other general questions before we get started?
somehow all of them.
Even?
All right. Now, first question. How can we best understand those like you? Any insight on your kind of unique perspective? All right. Now, I'll reinterpret your response. Calling all unconventional individuals. Next question. How do we best illustrate credibility? Say, through something you know, or hate. Right. You know an opportunity. What's an aspirational goal for those who identify with you? Okay, you don't settle for less. Last question. And I should mention we have a little leeway to fine-tune the have just the thing. Now available in purely chemical form. 100% artificial. What nature nurtured, we improved. The only cyst rind you don't need to chew vigor.
Yes. I can already hear. All right, that's a wrap.
Calling all unconventional individualists. You know an when you see it. And take it, you don't settle for less. That's why we've updated our premier cyst rides just for you. Anti-Cleo and Pals deep-fried cysty bits. Now available in truly chemical form. 100% artificial. What nature nurtured, we improved. The only cyst rind you don't need to chew vigorously.
Purpleberry product samples!
Samples from our nutritious tobacco line.
Like I said, I'm just checking the.
Trinicular, arriving any moment now. Approaching station, head office tower.
Who do you think's getting this big promotion?
My bits are
Here we
on
are.
Ormsby. She's the more
Proverbial belly of the beast.
I just want to
see you
listen.
decided to accept my invitation. Ordinarily, reception here would detain you in a whole song, and I wanted to... What a shame our negotiations were so violently digressed. I felt we were making real progress, notwithstanding a subsection or two. In fact, that is what Some messages have indeed been sent hither, and mayhaps we're both overly optimistic, but if there's even the remotest chance of bringing the... While making our expeditious retreat from the station, Alden and I encountered a dying man, one of the Order radicals in league with our would-be assassin DeVries. He confessed DeVries' entire plan, and that he thought you must have stopped her. Thanks for that, by the way. 2 dead delegates really would have impeded negotiations. But seeing as we both remain breathing, to begin, you'll need to gain favor with both the Order and Auntie's Choice. I expect the Order will want you to, I don't know, clap some chalkboard erasers. Do whatever you must to earn an audience with our respective leaders and convince each to agree to meet and continue the negotiations. Imagine the benefits of having both the Order and... Then there's always the moral incentive to consider, I suppose. Ending the capital. When it comes to the Order, approach their laureates. I was also going to suggest improving your oratory skills, but you seem rather eloquent.
Attention, morally gray outsider. The adventure of your lifetime awaits. Auntie's Choice. Hello, dear. As in Ida's help explore the wilds, plot our path. That's right. Now, and...
Well, wonderful to meet you. C.F. Pendergrass III. Well, it was those ill-fated peace talks that got you here. I've kept tabs on you for a good long time.
Yes, we've all kept tabs. Auntie and I have spoken about you several times now. Ursula Ormsby.
Indeed. It is our pleasure to meet you, and I am beyond tickled to welcome you to Auntie's Choice. Yet they are indubitably one and the same. By coming into my employ and helping to secure it.
At Auntie's Choice, we make things happen. If you want to move something along swiftly,
You, my friend, are being given the opportunity of a lifetime. Auntie's Choice has a dynamic new vision, and we need a specific kind of go-getter to make it happen. We need someone not shaped by Auntie's meritocracy. It serves a daring, non-conforming perturbation.
More succinctly, we are recruiting an expert outside consultant. Yes, Charles, your vision. Created alongside myself, a team of researchers, slew of marketing experts, a moon-spanning computronic gizmo, and not least of all, Auntie. Don't allow our banter to fool...
So true. Your first assignment, something unexpected, or in truth.
If I understand correctly, they've stopped working. The workers there simply...
They expressed, and I know this is going...
Specifically, they stated, until we meet their demands. As though employees have a right to...
Striking? You're saying they're about to turn violent?
Yes, well, if they're this delusional, violence is the next natural...
Dear law!
So what do you suggest we do about such an utterly unheard of situation? Negotiate.
No, Ursula. That is exactly why we've hired you as my brand new perturbation ameliorator. No, you misunderstand my meaning. Deniability doesn't mean we hide behind...
But you, who are not officially an Auntie's Choice employee...
Wonderful!
I have zero...
With the Council now in charge, harsher restrictions are likely to be implemented across Arcadia. Avoiding Protectorate capture, interrogation, and/or disembowelment is advised.
Yeah, when we go to the natural save, because if I got like...
You go on ahead.
You're not a transfer. Here, all it requires is allowing us to affix an splendid. Enjoy your time on the ACS Undisputed. From there,
Earth Directorate.
Oh, that's why. So you have to choose.
The story of Anti-Cleo versus the Moon Man is a ballad for our ages. A thing of legend to be handed down for a modest...
But I wouldn't give for a... Got something that needs doing, Commander?
I'm not just saying this because I take great joy in the killing of those who have betrayed me, but wish...
Commander, a moment of your time. Commander, I'm glad I managed to intercept you before we left. There's something of utmost importance I wish to discuss.
I didn't do it.
Relax, Commander. You are not under my authority to judge. Though if you were, that phrase alone would have certainly seen you hauled off to... I received a message from a close friend of mine. His message claimed he had information relevant. You asked before, and I did not mention it. But with Virgil's message, I now must warn you. Our greatest suspect in the Supreme Arbiter's murder is the I would gladly give my life for his, without hesitation. It has been some time since the two of us last... Our mentor always but we have needed evidence. Evidence that I believe Virgil now possesses. Very good.
Yeah, so you have to pretty much make a choice.
Moment of your time, Commander. Remember that matter on Cloister I mentioned earlier? Might be hard to believe, but 20 or so odd years ago, for many years now, a former... Hardly. Her research was unconventional, surely. Inquire away. I may even respond. Oh, I am a dedicated member of the Order. Beyond that, consider yourself lucky. You already... I see you're not going to... I was tasked to influence pivotal events. To keep the solving of the Dorado... Our department was shuttered shortly. To put it mildly. May the...
Prominently in Arbiter dynamic training with good reason. The sheer frigidness puts even the most hard.
Hold. We're presently observing a ceasefire with Auntie's choice, but its duration may be subject to sudden reversal. Would hate for you to get caught in any crossfire. See that giant glowing structure in the distance there? That's the Archive's main end. However, I'd caution you to give it a wide berth. The Archive's under Protectorate control, and they mean to keep it. You'll not gain access without serious military support. For every problem, a solution. Ultimately, it's the leadership's call. I find it best to keep my gathering data on the enemy's movements and behavior. Blizzards raise the degree of difficulty, but that's our problem, not yours. Cloister has been a If you're looking for a way to help us out, I recommend heading to Laplace's garden. Avalanche...
The Archive's defenders shall fight to the last to keep us from gaining access. As they should. Perhaps the locals have a means of ingress that would minimize bloodshed.
I find your proposed time leisure. Unaccountably so.
But going any fast, don't bother conversating unless you're prepared to cite your sources.
Can't talk. Calculating an inverse complex sine function in my head.
I wouldn't give for a big... Got something that needs doing, Commander?
Hmm.
Hello. Farewell. Thank you for this efficiently compact conversation.
No reason to reason with you.
Hey, Commander. Something tells me the Order won't be keen on letting an enemy soldier walk through their gates. Reckon I ought to step away? But I wouldn't give for a... Got something that needs doing, Commander?
Heard that rift near the Archive has destabilized. Must be a sign. The Protectorate's latest action clearly runs counter to the plan. Mark my supposition. It's only a matter of time until we're called upon to take back the Archive. Halt! The Oracle Laureate sent ahead to expect someone matching your description. However, he said nothing about admitting questionable allies. No soldiers from enemy factions are permitted within Laplace's garden. Your companions will have to wait outside.
Who are you, claiming to deny me ingress? The Protectorate's arbiters go wheresoever they do.
I'll not argue the point. Either you come in alone, or not at all.
We're all on the same side. Can we get this?
Laureate Beckett did impress the importance of not delaying you. Very well, head on in. But behave yourselves. The garden is something of a fragile ecosystem.
I'm surprised you were able to manage that, Commander. Though I suspect that whether or not I cause trouble is more up to whether trouble is foisted upon us.
Hmm.
Agent, I have a message for you. On behalf of the Order of the Ascendant and her impermeable wisdom, the presiding bishop is presently in... She's working in Belvedere Hall's secondary courtyard. Enter the large building at the top of the mesa ahead and follow the first hall on your right. Oh, yes. The vicar did ask me to direct you to him. How positively forgetful of me. He should be waiting for you in Belvedere Hall's main courtyard at the top. The Artificer Laureate is head of... Oh, no. Of course, the rest of the Laureate Council is... Look around you. I don't see a battlefield. Do you? What a curiously entropic... All conflict... Those in the garden have enough perspective to remain present. And you've... But may all your...
Feels real nice in here. Wouldn't mind us dragging our feet so we can enjoy the warmth a little longer.
The plan is always in motion, so move along.
I'm cutting you off there, Charles. That's your third conviction today. People will start to worry.
The famous stellar photographer. Chronospectral survey was straightforward. He partitioned his astronomical field of view into grids, then tagged each object in every grid. He ignored empty regions as black.
We're trying. Yeah, that's the only thing bad about this one. You randomly.
She's working in the... Oh, yeah, the Artificer. Of course, the rest of the Lord. Look around you. All those in the garden have enough for...
Go about your business, Order. People? I suppose I shouldn't call them scum. Do not be alarmed. I am not here to execute any of you. Yet.
I'm cutting you off there, Charles. That's your third Welcome to the CAF integration point. Will it be CAF interested? Before I can administer your conviction, I need to ask you a question. In what area of your life do you feel you need the most improvement? Personal or expand on that for me?
I like the still thing, people.
One day soon, you will evolve beyond an inappropriate attachment to... Good. Now then, a brief conversation, especially in the middle of a war, and so near active fight. Stay a while. All right, your turn. What questions have you got, Perkle? I didn't hear a question. Everyone is simply... That said, if some... Well, is there anything else I can do for you?
Resulting in a non-green star. There is no naturally...
On a scale of 1 to 100, how pleased are you with the goal?
You know, I thought the Abbot and Matriarch's mercy was out of touch. But these folk are really giving him a run for his bits.
Smart researchers patronize the scientician's surplus. Quality goods at algorithm determined prices.
And not change its fundamental view. The light from every galaxy, star, nebula, and quasar is gathered in patient.
Oh man.
That result was beige. More specifically,
Welcome to the Scientician Surplus. Please.
Ooh, a pet.
in more novice terms, while the color tends towards white.
The scientician's surplus. No more than what you need.
every day. The operating theater is... That is not an invitation to return to your study and perform... Not as good. But I trust you are here for a reason other than to discuss scalpel-happy novices. That is best if...
Huh. This is prime real estate, and it's sitting abandoned. Reckon it even occurred to the Order that they could board the folk at Matriarch's Mercy here?
I suppose I could spare 0.004% of my daily cycle to say hello.
That's...
Think thrice before rabble-rousing. We have numerical superiority.
Key card for... Thank you. Oh.
Breaking into water reconditioning, are we? Shame Archivist Tam left the garden before. Anyway, what can I do for you? Laplace's garden is a glimpse into Arcadia's future. Not at all. Consider the garden, kind of you to say, but I'm here, you know, right this way. Act casual.
Good afternoon, sir. Oh yeah, that's the first at the bar, isn't it? Okay.
You must be curious why I asked for such a discreet rendezvous. Allow me to whet your appetite for intrigue a little further, shall I? I have adequate reason to believe the Order is conducting a mass experiment on the population of Laplace's garden. The Order is not cultivating its perfect, plan-abiding society through careful ideological pruning. Put bluntly, they're regulating the emotions of everyone in Laplace's garden through drugs in the water supply. Why would the Order want to create a society of undistractable little academics whose only desire is to advance the plan? I wonder. Moderate your volume, please! The Order claims the subjects here supposedly consented to participate. Regardless, if the Order has made some kind of pharmaceutical breakthrough, imagine how useful it might be to certain parties to know about it in advance. I represent a group of information traders who would pay well to get their hands on a sample of this drug. Nothing nefarious. I know that must read as terribly vague to you, but all you need to do is enter water reconditioning and collect a sample of the drug. Thankfully, you've already accessed the facility, so we needn't bother the Oracle Laureate for a keycard. That would have been a fair... Whatever you do, be discreet. I can't have any laureates asking questions. It's too diluted by the time it enters. Outside of work, I have... and I...
I knew she was a little suspicious, but... That's what's good about this hacking ability. Hold on, let's see. That's one I can take. You found a flaw in your fraud. Oh no.
The plan is always in
How did your hypothesis
so
about... Oh, hello. Cogitating
Hello,
off.
layperson.
Happy to chat for 0.7 seconds. Oh, time's up. Bye.
Your continued patron, of course.
I hope you have good news for me. I knew I had the right person for the job. You've saved me quite the headache. Your reward, as promised. Aw, wondering if you'll ever... I'll remain in the garden a little while longer, but who knows? The plan missed a...
A visitor. It's for the best that you're talking to me now instead of mid-work. I do seem to have a slight propensity for stabbing randomly with my tools when interrupted, but I suppose that's enough time spinning in the statements column. Speak away. What are you... Beckett. Another prediction that he hasn't seen fit to notify me about. If you're here, I imagine you aim to petition the presiding bishop for her support. Which is hardly a surprise. She is the most... Not if I cannot gauge for certain if you can be trusted. I cannot allow... A myriad of cultists have taken over the settlement of Newton. Once there was a bridge stretching from the settlement to the archive, but it was destroyed by a rift. Best keep your distance should you travel there. From what I understand, Vicar Levin's continued existence is a mere... I'm pleased he does not lie among the ranks of the dead. I'll withhold my appreciation.
Though I would most merrily hunt those fiends without aid, perhaps that pet cultist of yours could avail us against those infesting Newton.
Please keep your behavior within acceptable parameters.
Outsider?
Hello. I do so dearly love I cannot... But now it seems as if I must also bring the Protectorate into its own fold. Hate isn't in that... Unfortunately, my time here has... I am not just... Though, which would now include the Protectorate at large. Madness. I fear it is... Anyone who didn't side with the Sovereign will pay, sooner or later. You may count on it.
Only security personnel are permitted it. Lift access is currently restricted. Keep moving. At this time, residents of Laplace's garden are not permitted beyond this point.
Let's go.
Did you receive your personalized order prediction yet? I'll admit to a bit of trepidation in regards to letting mine.
Try not to deviate.
First one I've received since deployment.
Honestly, the ones you get in the field are lifesavers. I would have been dead 3 times over without them.
Use caution as you progress. There's been reports of Versapods in the area.
Prepare for absolution! Replenishing
Soldier, please assess your pain on a variable scale of 1 to 100. With 1 being entirely pain-free and 100 being the worst pain you... Sorry to cut you off, but I'm encumbered.
Please don't take me on a co-tangent.
Existential.
As little you could tell me, I couldn't also tell you.
Another object, just gone. Nothing.
Excuse me, I don't think you have the authorization. It's fine. All the items we put into the rift, they've been reconstituted.
But in a state far different from their original configuration. Fascinating.
Fascinating. It seems gravity does...
Oh, damn it. It's reverted to its previous state. Was it a failing of the device or an inevitable effect of the passage of time? Perhaps the architect has imposed certain limits on the rift.
Not in the mood for a random interaction, thank you.
Observe. On rare occasion, the plan provides 2 unknown variables simultaneously. Years of practical data gathering have taught me to simply stand aside and observe quietly.
That second unknown variable was ever...
Captain, I fear I have a confession to make. I have found being present.
That's right. I'm gonna go over here that way.
Sir, the extra food drop has landed somewhere off target over in Order territory. Exactly where I want it. They act all high and mighty, but I'd be a bit of a
give her.
Got something that needs to...
Mm.
Oh, the ulcers are working today.
Look grim. These are just the bodies we see. Imagine how many more there are, buried beneath the snow.
Mm.
I shall not stay your execution. Still burning my strength.
Perhaps back in business.
Unleash!
Oh, we go back up.
Help you?
What's it up? within, Commander.
Yeah, I just say I'm not gonna be able to take those guys on.
I am primed to fight it. Of the sovereign.
Come on, let's take them down. Come on.
In due time. Ready, Commander. To admit, I require medical assistance.
This thing's got a mean streak. The travel clause.
You have my thanks and my happiness.
Oh, he's up here.
At your word, I shall fall. You have my thanks and my hammer. I hope Virgil has been doing well since last I saw him. Well, we shall find out together.
No!
I would not refuse assistance.
Wait, I could take the archive for myself?
The Archive's entryway bristles with Protectorate weaponry. In a direct assault, I'm not sure I would even fancy my chances.
Ain't opposed to that, but I reckon our better bet is bringing in some backup. There's a reason folk go on and on about strength in numbers. I keep telling you, Auntie's choice is right there. Cut a deal.
The analysis of the rift data is paramount to Arcadia's survival, so we must make sacrifices. It pains me to suggest it, but the Order would likely be interested in aiding us. Neither the Archive nor its many defenders are going in. Me. My injuries are not superficial.
Let's go.
I always find I work best now. How might we be of use to one another? I shall allow myself a moment of relief. Moment passed. I'd hoped killing the cultists was its own reward. You've proven yourself well, but we have recently experienced a pivotally important, unforeseen development. One I must meet. One of the satellites comprising the Hyperion web was struck by a wayward craft and crashed on Paradise Island. The web, but let's not speak of that. Find a way past only theoretically. The Protectorate guarding the site will be anything but welcoming. You'd likely need to find something, or someone. I cannot say how that might be accomplished, unfortunately. Collect the...
I guess I'm going to Eden.
Let us make our way to Paradise Island at once. I hope Virgil has been doing well since last I saw him.
That somebody? Invasive element!
This agent of the sun, speak freely.
Stop right there, Arbiter Rao. Though I am here on official business, I would prefer to keep this cordial. The Consul seeks answers related to your recent activities. I approach you openly, in the hopes that you will comply with his request, and come with me peaceably.
What do you blather about? Delay me and you will pay the price. Not only do I have more pressing business with a colleague, but I do not answer to Sentinels or the Consul.
Questions of intent. Now, what shall it be, Arbiter Rao? I sent the message that drew you here. Virgil shall not arrive to aid your decision-making.
Virgil's not coming, you say? Curious. And here I was thinking I was already present.
Virgil! Touting your flair for the dramatic, even now, I see. But I fear our reunion must wait until we've dealt with this pawn of the Consul.
I had not expected a third party, but it is so much the better. I'm afraid you must come with me as well, Arbiter Montag.
A sentinel demanding anything of me? What madness! Neither Tristan nor I shall accompany you anywhere. Any attempts to force us shall be met with violent reprisal.
Wait, can someone tell me what's going on?
I'm somewhat embarrassed to acknowledge that, in my haste to see Virgil, I seem to have led us into a trap. Though ironically, it appears Virgil has been caught as well.
This fool impersonated my credentials, triggering a system alert that led me here. A lowly deception, even for one of the Consul's own.
It was a necessary deception, and one not undertaken lightly. Its aim was to draw your colleague here without bloodshed, for I know he would not have arrived at my request.
Your explanation does not pull my heartstrings, Sentinel. Yet you at least had the sense not to assail us outright. Surrender, and perhaps you may yet live.
You may not believe me, but I have much admiration for the work you and Arbiter Montag have done for the Protectorate. I've no wish to fight. Enough loyal subjects have died in this war. Come willingly and peaceably, I beseech you. Both Arbiter Rao and Arbiter Montag were explicitly requested to return to Praetor by the Consul, alongside all other Arbiters some months ago. Refusal without reason is treasonous.
And I'm sure that if we went, we would have been returned whole, neither interrogated nor mentally refreshed. As if your master's nefarious agenda would allow that.
I've no inkling of what you speak. My only master is the Protectorate. My only agenda, the return of peace throughout Arcadia.
Very well. But be warned, I'm not exactly trained in the art of improvisation. We'll need a very good reason for my not answering the Consul's summons.
Come now, do you expect me to believe that? Not only are you not in shackles, but you're also still alive. I can't imagine Arbiter Rao would have allowed that willingly.
Yes, we were going to find their stash of contraband Protectorate rations, with all the labels crossed out. Architect preserve us.
I see. It would appear I misjudged this situation after all. I must reinterpret my orders. Accosting you illegally and the subsequent punishment would be mortifying.
So he's chosen not to attack, but the situation has not changed. We spare him. His master gains another tool to cover up.
What are you talking about? I do not seek to hide the Supreme Arbiter's death. I seek to find her killer. Such was next on my list of duties, after I apprehended you.
This is all clearly a tactic on the
What must you think of me? But you needn't take me at my word. My next assignment was to investigate the Oculus collating post. A hidden room there may contain information pertinent to the investigation. I cannot speak to its purpose, only that it is strange and worthy of investigation.
Or it is...
It's a risk worth taking. I can endure whatever the Consul sends my way, and if there is a minuscule chance that this Sentinel speaks true, we must investigate.
I'm pleased to be of service, in some manner or another. Protectorate subjects should aid one another. There is no duty to be done. I will take my leave of the law.
I shall follow him out, just to certify he intends to act as... That's done with. He left peaceably, as he said, though I have my doubts for how long.
That was some impressively savvy improvisation before, Commander. Without you, circumstances would have certainly devolved into a battle to the death.
I'll spare you my doubts for the umpteenth time, Tristan.
I appreciate your caution, but it is quite unnecessary. My comrade and I will look into Oculus collating post. Let us do just that. I regret we've not had more time to talk, Virgil. It has been ages.
Worry not. I'm certain we'll have plenty of time to converse when you've finished your investigation. I have several leads of my own to pursue as a... I shall make certain no other puppets at the console yet seek us.
There we go.
I recall this place. These stations have been automated since my day, though this one has certainly accrued dust. Odd that it would be in a state of lockdown. I have a general override that should allow us entry, but anything specific to local systems, including security systems, may be beyond me. What in blazes? These security measures should not be operational. And the station seems to be on reserve power. We'd best tread carefully.
Oh, wait.
Is here, lying in ambush. Perhaps some stray systemic error activated the entryway defenses. We'd best first report to security ops, lift this lockdown. From there, we can set about reactivating the station's primary power, which will allow us to explore unhindered. Is that a footprint in the dust? This station shouldn't have received visitors in years. Be on guard. Someone else may be here. My passcode shall not work on this terminal. Unlocking it may be a creative.
Hack the terminal.
Good effort lifting the lockdown. We may now reactivate the station in the reactor room. The reactor activation circuits shall likely be dysfunctional. It's a known issue with these old stations. Let me look. Corroded transistors, dust in the actuator. Did a sprat gnaw on this? Sweet sovereign, what a mess. There. I think I have it. Let us hope my override does not trigger any security alerts. Good. This should avail us of a much simpler search. Let us return to the central room once more and see if anything seems out of place.
Protocols ready.
Oh god.
Currently prostrate.
Be wary for anything that may be a clue as to the hidden room's location. I cannot say I have had to search for a hidden switch in a Protectorate holding before. Keep watch. It could be rather small and well hidden. Ah, I think I've spotted it. Look there at the valve beside the sickly yellow pipe. There behind the room's main pillar. There. I'm certain of
Passcode is Limber. No. Let's try Amulet. No. Wingtip. No. Sovereign's Gavel. I should remember this. Damn it. Oh! Wait. Oh, no.
Stay whatever fool words you ready in your defense, for they shall avail you not. I accuse you of trespassing upon the private domain of the Sovereign. For these crimes... Wait. I know you. Luther Okada? What in blazes are you doing here? And why do you wear a Sub Rosa uniform?
Because I work for Sub Rosa? More than that, I don't think I can say, Cadet Rao. Mostly because I'm not supposed to, but also because I can't remember.
You know this guy?
Okada is, or was, a petty troublemaker, though a crafty one. As cadets, Virgil and I apprehended him often. Sometimes Virgil let him go, but he usually went to mental refreshment.
Often enough to know the technicians by name. Until I forgot them again.
This truly is no ploy. But mental refreshment is supposed to return wayward subjects to the proper path, not cause whatever this is. Despite his faults, the Okada I knew was ultimately benign. But the fact remains that he now trespasses in a secure facility. Duty dictates that I must execute him. That's a wise path. One that shall give me time to contemplate what must be...
An Arbiter used the word execute in the last few seconds, yet I remain alive? Didn't think that was possible. I was sent here to do a specific job, but some of the details are hazy. Gives me conniptions. I was hired by an anonymous third party. They provided me with the station's location and credentials to bypass its defenses. May have tripped a few on my way here. Can't recall. I was told the station was abandoned, which it clearly isn't, and to break into this terminal and delete the information on it. That is all I know. Well, I'm surprised too.
Ignorance does not excuse criminal action. Even if you did not know the severity of this infiltration, it remains a deadly serious infraction.
He and the other one must have put me away close to 12 times each. I used to be something?
Ne'er-do-well is a polite term. He was a repeat malefactor.
I got 18 months of hard labor for that. Served me right.
That's interesting, but it must be false. Sub Rosa is a large organization. Whoever asked for Okada must have wanted him specifically. But why?
I didn't used to be like this. I can still sneak with the best of them. Not being able to remember doesn't make me any worse as an agent. It doesn't.
Any of my fellow arbiters would have killed you before this conversation began. But I can't decide whether to disdain or pity you. I don't know that I can. He is a trespasser. His slipping mind matters not. My duty dictates it. Killing Okada may not affect the one who hired him, but his trespass is an indelible fact. He should not be here. That doesn't mean... Were the situation different, perhaps I could look the other way. But Okada has clearly defected, and is... I am familiar with the concept, but in the Protectorate, intent matters little. Man, there is a difference. Though this is hardly the place for a discussion about Protectorate law, it is fortunate you have gained my trust, for I would not bend to one who had not. Begone. You've been granted your final stay of execution.
I didn't think this would happen. Thank you, Cadet. And you. Without you, I would have been reduced to my composite parts. Here, take these.
Allowing a Sub Rosa agent to leave with his life in the heart of a Protectorate station. We may have to speak on this further. But let us see what we came here for first. The hint pertaining to the passcode on that terminal. I believe I know the answer. It is contained in a phrase the Supreme Arbiter drilled into our heads for many years. An Arbiter's gavel is judgment, and an Arbiter's scalpel...
Let me find what's up. Oh.
From that terminal, it sounds as if the Supreme Arbiter had some sort of business with the Consul. To what end, I wonder? And that feckless agent. I don't understand his aim or who he would be working for. Only the Consul. But the Protectorate does not ally itself with Sub Rosa. What could Sub Rosa want? Well, at least we found what we needed on the Supreme Arbiter's... As for Okada, my decision to allow him to go free was at odds with all I have been taught. He was a traitor and should have died. Yet, I cannot help but feel... strangely justified. My role does not allow for mercy. I am supposed to uphold the Protectorate's laws. How can I claim thus if I allowed a traitor to go free? To me, altogether I think visiting this station was fruitful for my ultimate task. And, circumstances aside, I appreciate your accompanying me here, Commander.
Let's go.
It would appear our next stop is Praetor, specifically Central Control. I look forward to traveling there, once you've sufficiently prepared. No. The Sentinel worked on the Consul's behalf. I do note that the agent was an odd wrinkle. But that still does not fly in the face of what I believe. Excellent.
Let's try this again, Rao. Auntie is bringing the free market to Arcadia. The free market is what allows anyone to choose their path in life. The free market is good.
Free market? Ah, preposterous. If it were free, anyone could take what they wished at any time.
It ain't free like that. It's free in the sense that it's been liberated from outside control. Like the Earth Directorate, or your sovereign. Folk can buy what they want, when they want.
What if someone needs something they cannot pay for?
Then they are free to take on work until they can pay for it. Look, in our society, we ain't limited by ration cards or clearance levels. Only by our industriousness. Inspiring, right?
Yes. The idea of the multitudes needing to slave for basic necessities is truly inspiring. Feelings of revulsion. Let us make our way to Central Control for... Why would the Supreme Arbiter have met with the Consul? place is hurting my strength.
I am out! Seeking cover!
Emergency protocol syringes primed.
At your word, on! Villains abound. Be on guard.
Subversive times! Refilling my weapon!
Ready to assist with agent's health needs.
Lethal measures at the ready, Commander. Stand ready. Assist me, will you? My death would be a stain on both of us.
Standing by with life support.
You have my... Reckless leader. No.
I believe what we need is on that terminal. I'll see if I can find my way in. No battlefield decorum.
Come on. He wasn't moving.
on that terminal. I'll see if I can find my way in. Hostile nigh.
Forever vigilant. Back to it.
Apologies. Emergency protocols. With the console now in charge, harsher restrictions are likely to be. Praetor's orbit keeps it the minimal data possessed for.
We're fine.
I sense we close in on something central to my investigation. We simply must live to see it through. Did you hear that? I think something may have unlocked. I think this may unlock the terminal, but the toggle mechanism appears compromised. I shall hold it. You attempt to gain access to the machine. You must finish leading through that terminal. The elevator's been summoned from below. Someone's coming up. Hurry!
Well...
Consul Thoreau, I'm sure you're surprised to be receiving this message, and thus I can assume you already know my intent. Even considering aligning myself against the Sovereign is like sticking my hand in boiling oil. Yet my dead charges spur me forward. 10 scores of Arcadia's finest, at least 10 scores, died in defense of Golden Ridge. And does the region lie in our control? No. We fled like sprats, all at Varric's behest. I shall lower myself to work with you, Consul. I will help you uphold your plan to... Hold... What in blazes? How long have you been standing there? What did you hear?
I cannot believe what I heard. I cannot. Actually, it wasn't. Perhaps at first. Until my mentor hated the Consul and was deeply devoted to the Sovereign. She'd never speak thus, unless she was trying to lure the Consul into a trap.
Error. Arbiter's logic is circuitous and flawed. Mental health assessment recommended.
What I'm proposing is eminently plausible. It may be beyond you to see her machinations, but it's obvious to me that this was merely an intricate play. It's all that makes sense. It's not obvious to me. You didn't know her. Wait, do you hear that?
Arbiter Rao, I finally got you. Submit quietly to the Protectorate's justice for your manifold transgressions.
Are you insane? Who are you? And on whose authority do you claim to judge me?
My name is Junior Arbiter Mayhall, and I operate on Arbiter Mandate, as you did once. Now, no questions. This is already going to be difficult enough.
It's logical. The Sentinels have all but taken over central control. It stands to reason the few Arbiters still trained here would only be Sentinels in armored regalia.
I cannot deny that central control has changed, but... what am I saying? I need not defend myself from the likes of you.
Enough. This has been an unpleasant day, and my patience is gone. Your accusations are baseless, and accosting a higher-ranked arbiter is grounds for arbitration.
They're far from baseless. You stand accused of abandoning your post, of infiltrating Protectorate facilities with opaque aims, and of hampering the Protectorate war effort. There's no discussion to be had with criminals. I needed to see firsthand that Arbiter Rao had abandoned his station. He has, and must meet my judgment.
These accusations of yours are slander. If you believe false bravado shall save you from my wrath, you're sorely mistaken. At Oculus, and again at the Vox, you showed me that the law may be interpreted. Clemency can be granted where before it would hear my sense of duty clamors to be answered. But as much as it surprises me to admit it, I think you're correct. To this recruit, I've diverged from the path of righteousness. Slaying her for sincerely trying to do what is right would be a farce of justice. I would not.
What is this? I may not wish to judge him. I may not understand what has come over him. It is of no consequence. His crimes against the Protectorate are all that matters.
He was simply doing his duty, just as you or I must every day. Killing him would have been wrong, even though attempting to arrest me was a criminal act.
That's even worse than I thought. You chose not to do your duty, and
The Supreme Arbiter taught me to follow my own sense of justice. And I have. Use your mind. Think about what I did. What you intend to do. Is this moral? Is this right?
What of it? Someone has to stop him.
Ironic. You came here to judge me for much the same reason I have, as you so claim, deserted. I chose to investigate the Supreme Arbiter's death on my own. You chose to investigate my departure on your own. You seek to judge me for the very crime you are guilty of.
That's impossible. I refuse to believe we both could be guilty if we were simply following what we were taught. That doesn't make any sense. We can't simply question what we're told, but I do not deny that following such orders might be equally treasonous. The utter insanity of this makes my brain pan rattle. Fine. Consider my hand stayed. I can see that judging Tristan would only rob the Protectorate of another of its servants. It seems I must reflect on this matter.
It would appear we're in agreement. Neither of us shall raise a hand against the other. I'm pleased.
Disengaging weapon systems.
So, what course of action do we take now?
It's important for an arbiter to use their forebrain. Next time you encounter, you may find more questions than answers. But deciphering them and interpreting justice as best we...
Uphold justice in my way. I'll attempt to remember that.
Glory to the Protectorate, Junior Arbiter. Make me proud. I'm pleased we were able to resolve that altercation peaceably. Robbing Arcadia of an... You know, I'd even venture to say she reminded me just a little of myself as a lad. All this excitement did not make me forget the confession on the Supreme Arbiter's terminal. I have to bring it to Virgil. Together, we can discover exactly what transpired. Have you lived all your life within the Protectorate? No. I refuse to question the Supreme Arbiter, just as I refuse to cast every belief I hold dear in. Virgil will know what to make of this. Together, we'll figure out what to do. I'll message him when we return to the ship. Hopefully... That elevator over there goes to the Supreme Arbiter's old office. I hope the technicians have kept it in working order.
Let's go. Let's go.
That's the central tower of the Archive. Too marvelous a piece of engineering to be in the hands of heretics, you ask me.
You bring a cultist into... I was under the impression that you had eliminated the cultist in Newton. But I suppose it is not utterly beyond the realm of possibility that you converted one. Yes, excellent. Don't tell anyone about that outburst, please. Here's something to keep you quiet. Yes, you've earned not only my trust, but I've informed the presiding bishop you're coming to speak with her. I'm sure I don't need to say this. But if you even think about bringing harm to...
Trust.
The Order has always proclaimed patience as a virtue, but I am pleased my waiting is finally at its endpoint. For so long, you have only existed as numerical values on a chart. A bright star in a constellation of possibilities, as it were. Now with your arrival, the Order nears the totality of its goals, provided you are willing to stay aligned with our cause. Prudent. Now then, I gather you already know who I am, but science has shown that good manners strengthen developing relations. I am Ruth Bassar, third presiding bishop of the Order of the Ascendant, supreme calculator, and, plan willing, the architect of Arcadia's prosperous future. I admit, when I sent my initial message, I did not exactly know who its recipient would be. But I trusted the plan, and lo and behold, it provided you as the solution. Your recent exploits at Greater Tranquility Station have certainly made for compelling reading material. Confronting an assassin, and thereby sparing the delegates' lives before the rift inexplicably destroyed the station? Such a commendable effort is worthy of acknowledgement. If your actions were so easily imitable, then we would not be speaking right now. Accept the credit. But let us table the events of Greater Tranquility Station for now. The archive remains at the forefront of my mind, as it must be on yours, or else you would not be here. If your heart was brutally carved from your chest, would the empty cavity not remind you of its absence? The archive fulfilled a promise made by the matriarch to the first presiding bishop. It embodied for the Protectorate to withhold it from the Order now is worse than mere inconvenience. It is betrayal of the worst kind. Walk me through your plan, then. Once the data is processed, what then? And so it may, but perhaps until the Order has control over the archive again, this discussion is all but moot. Charmingly put. But yes, any way I interpret the numbers, it is obvious the plan brought you here to deliver the archive out of Protectorate subjugation. But before we go further, you should be aware, by aligning yourself with us in this matter, Auntie's choice will... Are you prepared to accept that consequence?
Yes, I'd rather not make an enemy of Auntie.
I understand. Such a life...
What? Sorry. Caught me lost in my upper story.
So I don't have to commit right now. So I don't have to commit right now.
Ready to dispense judgment. Regret trading blows with me.
Commander.
Come on, let's go.
Unleash my fight upon them.
of mine, but no. I don't know you. Go away. Go away.
Oh, yeah. Oops. So I gotta bring her along.
Commander, I have news. I finally heard back from Verge. His message was suitably vague. I suspect he fears the Consul's eyes scanning his message, but I believe it to refer to the Arbiter training facility located on Paradise Island. Parts of the location can only be bringing our findings to Verge. I only hope it dispels some of...
At least I don't have to commit to anybody yet until...
It's not the worst unless
You go on ahead. Came here because I heard Auntie's Choice was contracting.
Please have identification. You're not a transfer or visiting. Already. You're the questionable sort. All it requires is allowing us to affix an Auntie's Choice holo advertorial in Splendid. Enjoy your time on the ACS Undisputed Claim. From there, amble through.
On my payroll. It's time to recognize the downwardly mobile in my latest emotions report. Starting with Dr. Giles Rasmussen.
Can't you see I'm busy trying to look
Tramicular. Arriving any moment now. Approaching station.
If you're not a go-getter, then go away. Knock off the funny business.
Where are the crash restraints?
Not what I mean when I encourage. Get on the go.
Whee!
The ACS Undisputed Claim is not only our corporate headquarters and flagship efforts to spread unbridled self-betterment and free trade across the galaxy. Our flagship also sports a bustling commercial promenade where you'll find a wide assortment of products, wares, and miscellaneous bric-a-brac from all Auntie's Choice departments.
Hey, you traveling with anyone? I heard an Inez here. Take this cartridge and...
democracy.
Smell that? It's consumerism. And Sprat crisps.
Program. As an Ida, you will live the life of an evocative allegory and thrill-seeking adventurist, and help bring Auntie Cleo's astonishing new conglomerate.
Fuck off the funny business.
Auntie's Choice delivers the unimaginable every day. So, as our Ida, you may envisage equitable profits, beneficent scheduling, and the best healthcare your bits can buy. Plus,
Chewing is for chumps and injecting is for idiots. Step on up and pick your point. Just name your...
the best things in life to life all across the galaxy.
Report to
You there.
reception
Yes,
in
you.
the head
I
office
recognize your
tower.
kind. Name a food.
Details
Any
on
hot.
this exciting opportunity.
Feeling queasy? Seeing made by the finest of Auntie's apothec. Don't...
Yeah, plenty of opportunists here.
Unrelated bric-a-brac at unrelated bric-a-brac. One per...
Oh man. Oh wait, I can sell some stuff.
We market the most missile feast your...
You asked for new flavors of vodka.
Need anything? Look.
Welcome to the bottom runger. That's, however, you not tending bar right now. Mayor.
Purple berry product samples! Purple berry...
Hey, go-getter. You from the meekest. We're working on a brand new... You've got the stuff that can't... He'll tell you how we do. All headed...
Sorry, in the midst of using our latest product-oriented dramatizations.
There we go.
Yes?
It's on the scene earlier.
Yes, well, we're...
Any other general questions before we get started?
All right, now, first question. How can we best understand those like you? Any insight on your kind of unique perspective? Next question. How do we best illustrate what's an aspirational goal for those who identify with you? Okay, and I should mention we have a... now available in purely chemical form. 100% artificial.
Yes. All right, that's a wrap.
Calling all unconventional individualists. For your next move, so they can copy it. You don't settle for less. That's stated on premier cyst rights. New Anti-Cleo Pals Deep Fried Cysty Bits. Now available in purely chemical form. 100% artificial. What nature nurtured, we improved.
Purple berry liqueur.
Horse comestibles! Horse comestibles!
It's the hot shot for hire from the wireless.
Who do you think's getting this big promotion?
My bits are on.
Ever read the middle manager?
Remember to
handbook?
haggle.
Really shores
I
up
hear
the
Auntie's
foundation
bigwigs
of your
love haggling.
Attention, morally gray. Hello, dare. As Idas help explore the wilds, and you can see her as soon as I'm finished.
Well, wonderful to. Well, it was the.
Yes, we've all...
Indeed. It is our pleasure. We need someone...
More succinctly, we are recruiting an expert outside...
Your first...
They've stopped working. Specifically, they stated yes, well, if they're this dilute... So what do you suggest we do about such an...
Wonderful.
I
want to meet both faction leaders, and maybe you can help me decide who I pick. Since I don't have to commit to one just now.
The recipe of our exclusive cocktail is our most explosive.
You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's choice. Auntie's choice knows that a better you is just 3 pills and an ointment away. Why choose just any choice when you could choose Auntie's choice? Too much Spacer's Ale? Try Auntie's choice pills. You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's choice. Auntie's choice knows that a better you.
Where'd you learn how to weld, anyway?
I want to check out the pets.
Commander, over here. Commander, wanted to check. Ain't heard from Ortiz and... Huh. If he's spending his hard-earned bits to... Would you watch the message with me? Fella from my old... Didn't have a way of reaching out, neither. Thanks, Commander.
Let's watch it. I guess.
Commander.
I
ain't sure what to make of Ortiz. If it's as he says, I ain't got a choice. Will you help me? Thank you. We keep our...
Auntie Cleo and Pal's Crabwich. Tender, buttery, boneless. It's the sandwich you want to eat. Auntie's Choice Meaty Roll-Ups. 100% of your daily fiber needs. If packaging is also consumed.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Marisol settling in nicely. She's like a character. Maybe don't tell her I said that, though.
So where's the... Let's see it. Yeah, I'm not taking that one.
approach the gate and identify yourself if you're looking for access. Well, of all the improbable sights I'd never imagined to actually see, folks simply... I've not the mind to solve the equation that demonstrates how unlikely it is you've survived enemy combatants, hostile critters. Is that so? Amusingly enough, I'm inclined to believe you. He is in the... There is a...
You're about to enter territory controlled by Auntie's choice. Act accordingly, or you'll end up as close friends with the inside of a Raptidon.
Yeah, 'cause I want to visit both leaders.
That's right, folks. Keep the chanting going. I can see the overseer. Welcome, fellow disgruntled worker. Can't say I recognize you. You come from a different plant to support our cause? We're causing trouble. We just found out that we're basically slave labor. And now we're learning to stand up for ourselves. We need the proletariat to yield to, worker subjugate. Honestly, we just want to eat. I ain't sure how you're gonna... That's right, folks. Keep the chanting going. I can see the overseer up in her office. And we're definitely making
Keep
her
making us
miserable.
money, friend.
So, you're sent by the Home Office, huh?
We don't want to make demands, but no more peeing in bottles and cans!
If you're here to picket, we'd love to have you join our movement. Otherwise, I've got more important things to deal with. Well, that's great news! Honestly, we just want to eat, sleep, and relieve ourselves on a... Do your worst!
So, you're sent by the Home Office, huh?
Others
Wish I
get
was
the
back on
exact
the
same pay, but only work 12-hour days! No more bottles on factory floors! Time for unlocked bathroom doors!
Whatever it is you're after, go looking for it somewhere else.
Yes? See that repackaging? So, we're making trouble until... Can't imagine what... Now...
Have a profitable day.
Reeks of corporatist in here. Or perhaps a sprat has perished elsewhere in the vents.
I'm losing on adrenotime. Welcome to It was about damn time you got here. This labor stoppage has put us almost a full week behind. Some ne'er-do. It should go. Nevertheless, here, we must focus on getting these ingrates back to work. You're asking me? And when I say I, it is critical that you understand that as director of this facility, I should effectively be treated as though I were an executive. Is that clear? This plant, so the workers may be unhappy. My workers are striking people. They've appointed some kind of leader, and he's the one you have to talk to. His name is, I believe he has. You will find him up on the landing pad with some of his minions. Best of luck to you. Do up.
I just wanted to see if it.
Well, I was a chick. Nevertheless, and when I say I, the workers, they've appointed. I am a very, and by providing their maximal effort, I believe you will find him up on the. Do up.
Heads up! Make some space!
Others get the exact same. Keep the chanting going. That's right, folks. Keep the chanting going. That's right, folks. Keep the chanting going. That's right, folks. Keep the chanting going.
You can't charge us for stimulate.
Definitely making her miserable.
No more bottles.
That's right, folks. Keep the chanting going. I can see the overseer.
I'm liking the enthusiasm you're bringing to the table.
We don't want to make demands, but no more peeing in bottles and cans.
That's right, folks. That's right, folks. Keep it chanting going.
If there's anything worse than my former fellow protectorate subjects, it's corporate toadies.
No more bottles on factory floors.
Welcome. Did you make contact with workers? Do they understand? Well, be...
The exact same day. With only work 12-hour days.
The beauty of the corporatist ideology rears its ugly head.
That's right, folks. Keep the chanting going. I can see the overseer up in her office. And we're definitely making her miserable. Welcome back. Auntie and I continue to have high hopes. Well...
That's right, folks.
No rest and no downtime. We shouldn't pay for Adrena time.
Definitely making her miserable.
We don't want to make demands, but no more being in. Let us sleep for 8. You can't charge us for stimulants.
Whatever it is you're after, go looking for it somewhere else.
I ain't aiming to seem rude, but I got a lot to deal with right now. Unless this is mighty important, I'll respectfully ask to be... That's good to hear. I'm glad Auntie's taking our situation seriously. The Auntie's got to prioritize worker... Remind me again?
An inhospitable occupational environment.
Right. That. Right. Exactly. The conditions under which Auntie extracts our labor is,
They work 20-hour shifts, which require stims to endure that are charged at a premium. Adrena time is actually cheaper, and if that inhuman brutality it is an unconscionable condition to keep these workers in. I can't imagine how hard it is for them to coordinate their daily duties. No, I'm just a
That's right. Right. That.
Me?
Now hold it right there. We aren't here to talk about Leo. Our shift's second. If we gotta work those long hours, we want free Adrena time. Bad enough, it's finally. We want all-day bathroom access. Expecting us to fit our necessities into the same 4 hours is just mean. Plus, between us, most folk ain't, if you get my meaning. Yeah, well...
Welcome back. Have we finally reached the end of this little drama? Are my workers resigned to doing their jobs and returning to the... So, what are these ingrate alley sprats willing to settle for? Golden privies and gilded sheets to be spoon-fed crunch whenever their tummies rumble? 8-hour workdays? Free? Giving something away for free is akin to ignoring the cost of its creation, which is one small step from the system completely breaking down and plunging us all into anarchy. And more work means more profit. More than enough to cover the cost. Is there more, they ask? 12-hour? I am, frankly, disappointed you would even bring me such a preposterous demand. You should have nipped this offensive arrogance in the bud. I suppose that's true. That would translate into more profit for the plant, which means larger bonuses from me. All right, you've convinced me. What else do they want? They want to What if they lounge? What if they take time to relax? What if they retreat to indulge their baser urges? Auntie would be paying for all manner of unprofitable shenanigans somewhere. That... Oh, that actually explains the odor in storage room 3. I never imagined they might be... I'll get the door What more do they want? Very good. Ha! I was going to say very good, but that...
No more bottles on factory floors! Time for unlocked bathroom doors!
Hello again. Do you have news for us about the negotiation? That's as fine a place to start as any. What did that tyrant have to say for herself? Well, I can't begin to tell you what a relief that is. A most promising development. She willing to see reason? Free? Really? What's next? Excellent. What progress have you made? Well, that certainly is disappointing. But I suppose we'll manage. An extra 2 hours off a day will make life... Well, you have done
Damn! But I'll get him next time. And he won't always have you working her ankles for...
Next time? It don't matter. Now.
Not sure how I feel about making workers' lives minimally better so they keep on slaving away. But I guess if they're too slack-jawed to see what's being done to them, so be it.
The workers have returned and production has resumed. Wonderful work. I have already informed the Home Office, and with it, put in an extra sprinkling of mild praise directly with Auntie. You may tell the executives that dispatched you.
There we go. Well, that was a little easier. With my engineering skills. Alright, let's go.
Condensate.
Let's go.
We took what nature heedlessly assembled and vastly rebettered it through artificial means. At Auntie's Choice, we strive to be 110% wholly plus artificial. Artificiality is our guiding principle. Enjoy an artificially enhanced existence through the conspicuous consumption of unavoidable embedded chemicals. With Auntie's Choice.
Let's go.
Attention any and all no-getters on my payroll. It's time to recognize the downwardly mobile with my latest demotions report. Starting with Dr. Giles Rasmussen, demoted from his unnamed and clearly unimportant position within experimental operations. Welcome to your new role as Site Sanitation Manager, Doc.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I'm probably going way too far.
Trinicular. Arriving any moment now. Approaching station.
Commercialism is the foundation that Auntie's Choice Society is based upon. Not because we worship bits, but because of the system's glorious efficacy.
Welcome back.
Yes, time is bits. Tell us how it went.
A satisfactory effort, my ameliorator. I had hopes your talents would yield a result a mite more in our favor, but good work.
Well.
Anything else you'd like to report? Your performance at that facility went exceedingly well.
There you go again. What do a bunch of eggheads know about marketing? Marketing it.
Yes.
I'm the head of our proprietary insight acquisition. The Protectorate have a process called mental refreshment. Some kind of... Auntie wants details on their methodology, pharmacology, and technology. Actually, it's only a few...
Which is...
See you when it's done.
Good luck, my ameliorator. Remember, you can't spell heinous ascetic without Auntie's choice.
Now I have to go all the way back to the same planet again. Let's get it.
It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating and
Yeah, I just want to get there.
Enemy spotted.
Huh? Antigone Brookings!
astray? Come in, come right in, and be refreshed.
Be refreshed?
Why mental refreshment is...
Are you ready to realign with the paradigm? To shed all manner of imperfect thoughts?
All it takes is some light instruction, a restorative cocktail,
And a quick dip into the lathe of particularity to abrade your imperfections.
I'm Head Refresher Gould, and I guarantee when you exit our doors, you'll be a
Productive member of our perfect society again. Soon you'll say,
goodbye, imperfect thoughts. Hello, contentment.
As an auditor, I welcome any procedure that...
Greetings, subject. Or should I say refreshed? Welcome to the Wellnetarium. You're not on my schedule. A walk-in, then.
And then our heads will be as empty as yours.
Oh, you appear to have questions. A telltale sign of needing refreshment. Why, of course. It is the duty of every subject to submit for a baseline understanding of your character and background. Will assist, yes, as it is an unthinking... Placid Waters Wellnetarium is the prime right as rain, neighbor. Simply step over to my automechanical colleague to my left, / your right, and it will begin your assessment.
While there are many mental refreshment facilities to be found throughout Arcadia, Placid Waters Wellnetarium...
Simply step over to my automechanical...
Greeting, subject. Sub-query 1. Concisely characterized. Incorrect. The accepted query 2. Rate your present level of zealot. Incorrect. Wait. The degree of zealot. Query 3. Do you ever fall prey to imperfect thoughts? Unaccept a perfect final. Query. How would your neighbors describe you? Processing. Determine. The appropriate reply was formulating conclusion. 150. The acceptable amount now. Proceed to the nearby. Your realignment with the paradigm begins now.
Subject to ensure they are operating at
notions are a game to mayhem.
I could tell you were in
Your
need of mental
realignment with
refreshments.
the paradigm begins now.
Particularly keen eye for such things.
Wondering begets disharmony.
Try to blend in. Act like a neutered brain... brain-dead lunatic. Just be yourself.
Their team plays the worst. Oh, you're new. Must be. You still... No, they say my phrenometric peaks are resistant to abradement. Wait, I couldn't leave. Not yet. Are you in disguise? My commemorative pitch ball's in there. I had to turn in my personal item. One way out's the safest. Someone... That doesn't seem like I'll be... Oh, hello.
Medicament dispensement has concluded for today. Please proceed to the lecture hall. The kitchen pantry is presently off. The kitchen pantry is presently off limits. Due to anomalous structural...
Goodbye, imperfect thoughts. Hello, contentment.
Settle down, everyone. Lecture's playing. Prepare to be edified.
For today's topic, we'll touch on why our program is so very important. Ignorant, misguided outsiders may wonder, why does the Protectorate need mental refreshment? Doesn't it inhibit personal freedom? Yet this freedom they so It is a sad fact that all human beings require correction.
time we serve, supplies all we deserve.
Oh, a new face. Well, I was once a victim of imperfect thoughts. Oh, I had so many questions. Admitting you question is the first step as every loyal and you've missed the daily medicament the medicament dispensement auto mechanic the medicament dispensement head refresher Gould upstairs in the audiovisual aids office of court. How very interesting. Here, take my pass then. It grants you must mean the late you
They're just handing out keys to anyone around here, aren't they? Mental refreshment really cleans out your common sense. Like,
Greeting, unscheduled walk-in. On a scale of 1 to response, zeal. Medicament dispensement has concluded for the day.
The console provides, the system abides. Reporting is for neighborly suspicion, rightly so.
All subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the Sovereign.
What?
Rick's weapon prime!
May you realign with the paradigm.
Greeting, unscheduled walk-in. On rounding up for medicament dispensement has concluded for the day. The kitchen pantry is presently off limits due to anomalous structural tampering. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night.
I spy my next victim. I mean a hostile combatant. Sharp enough. Hostiles nearby.
It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times.
Trust the plan, preserve set progress, sustain the system, serve the Sovereign. Prudence dictates, eye your neighbors carefully.
Gained privileged access somehow. Our superiors must have arranged it.
No lawbreakers about.
Hey, slow that down. Why is the wall
Ready to dispense judgment.
Oh, do I detect a whiff of reprioritin gas?
You know, I should have your chart. What?
And you, my friend, are mildly...
Well, this is normally where you'd say something. Listen to this one. You're a hoot. Oh dear, I seem to be... Even... To what end are you here? Tell me truly. A proposal. Adequately debate me on the merits and failings of each group's ideology, and I'll provide... I believe... What if I'm wrong? There's a good sport. Do try to keep up. So, what of the Order? Our former allies? Those cursed overthinkers, doomed to lives free of luxury, toiling away in ceaseless contemplation. My position is a burden, gladly take. Though your point, while gratingly what say you about Auntie's choice, then? Tell me, is there any value in the vapid emptiness of those corporate consumerists? Invariably, they... What does this... In the Protectorate, we have the best of everything. Food, technology, a sense of belonging. Not word for word. I understand you meant that as an insult, but I refuse to be... No. Well, admit I assumed this conversation would be more engaging. Did you have any final points you'd like to make? As a... how very nice of you to say. You're not half bad yourself. I must say that was moderately Now, what next? Oh dear, I don't understand how the technical specific... Now, if you'll excuse me, I do have a... What an edifying Feel free to scavenge around. It's not as if anything you find here will be any use to your masters.
Wait. I was led to believe my case required minimal treatment. But that last session, that was far more intensive.
Strong observation, Your Sublime Radiance. We set the lathe to the maximal abradement setting. Per instructions.
Maximal? Who authorized you to use that setting? I demand the name of my betrayer!
Subject is exhibiting increased agitation upon exiting the lathe, consistent with extreme cases. Further abradement recommended.
Who are you speaking to? Are you recording this? Enough of this farce! Release me at once!
I've eyes on a mis...
There we go. Come on. And end it.
Holy. Always remember, commercialism is the foundation that Auntie's Choice Society is based upon.
Your performance at that facility went exceedingly well, all things considered. And it was an ideal first step in effecting...
There you go again. What do a bunch of eggheads know about marketing? Marketing isn't some rigmarole you can plug into a computronic doodad.
Yes.
I'm the head of our... Auntie wants details on their methodology, pharmacology, and... Oh, do tell. I hope you gathered supplemental materials and recruited the scientist as well. Really? Thought you had more drive, but...
I, for one, care little for the completion of stretch goals. You managed to avoid being mentally refreshed.
Now, I assume you won't mind. We have a few... Our people will extract details about the pharmacology and methodology. That will all no doubt prove useful. But we're most interested in the technology and its results. Can't say I like the sound of that.
How truly unfortunate.
What else can you tell us about the place? Turn up any additional what else? Oh, good to know, good to know. Excellent. Well, along with something too bad about the lead scientist. Converting him would have earned you an All right. For your next assignment, well, it's something of an
Congratulations. Your storied success has earned you a whole entire minute with our illustrious leader, Auntie Cleo.
So your preliminary chores are complete. Oh, finally, a contractor with a little backbone. Normally they flee or expire, leaving the work woefully incomplete. Ah, I remember you from before. Fairfield, yes? Tell me, as an outside agent, do you have any quandaries working with our organization? Ah, I see we have an ideological fellow traveler. Why, this is a nice surprise. Do hope you'll forgive these two. They're competing for a rather significant promotion, you see. It tends to make employees fractious, like young ursopods cooped up in the den. Well now, time's wasting. Do you know the archive on Cloister, the moon-sized computronic contraption?
As you will no doubt recall, it was responsible for creating the monopolistic mercantile methodology plan.
That old hat again.
Whether or not I yet have full confidence in the strategies it devised is presently irrelevant. Regardless, I want it back under our control as soon as possible.
Protectorate forces occupy the area. all.
Yet, a skilled operator like you could lead the charge. Slip in where a larger, less cost-effective force might fall. Little sabotage, some well-timed calling of reinforcements. Once you retake Spireton, voila! The Protectorate are gone, at a fraction of the projected price. And if you have some calculations you want to run on it first, fine. Our goals align. Just give us the archive when you're done. Sure, it'd put you on the Order's bad side, permanently, hostilely, but I'm certain you're prepared to accept that. Who cares if a bunch of bookish academics are mad at you, right? I await your additional queries with bated breath.
It's the former headquarters of the Order on Cloister. The Protectorate have it under control. You recapture it, our forces will...
There's a lift outside the archive from Spireton. Once you activate it, all those troops will come spilling in to help you.
Oh, nothing untoward, I assure you. Some advanced planning for our eventual return to Halcyon, to prepare for a little business with old rivals. Oh, well, don't take too much time. We may find some gormless dun...
Well, I think I'm going to end it for now, but I might leave a post on my YouTube to ask you, like, who should I side, which group should I side with? But I want to thank you all for watching. Hit that like button to subscribe, and I'll catch y'all later. Bye!